So this video is about what I'm experiencing over 24 hours after getting the COVID booster. Now, I did separate videos for the first shot and the second shot. To recap, when I received the first shot, I felt fantastic. Ronnie and I did a video together that night. Next day I woke up, I had a little bit of a sore arm, I took a shower, and I was good. Weeks later, when I got the second shot, was a little bit different. I had a little bit of a sore arm afterwards, but I started running temperature high enough that Ron even said to me, "Mom, you look really, really pale." And I wound up just like putting a hoodie on, bundling up with a blanket and sweating it out and sleeping through it for a couple hours. Once the fever broke, I started feeling better, so over 36 hours after I'd gotten that shot, I felt pretty good. So yesterday I went to CVS in Conway, and I got the COVID booster. Now I got Pfizer. I was thinking about getting the Moderna, thinking that there might be a little bit more protection with the Moderna. But in the end, hey Oreo, I decided to just stick with the Pfizer because I didn't want to chance being possibly really, really sick. Well, this booster, let me tell you, it's been 8 months since my COVID shots back in PA. April was when I got both of them. Right off the bat, I want to say about an hour and a half after I got the shot, my arm felt like lead. And it was just like hanging like dead. Later on in the evening, I had a little bit of chills and I started getting a slight headache. Nothing extreme. So I was like, okay, kind of expected, some type of reaction, but my arm was on fire last night. No, I didn't take any ibuprofen or acetaminophen, nothing like that. I just figured, you know what, let me bundle up and go to bed and I should feel better this morning. Well, thank goodness when I woke up this morning, I had a little bit of a headache, but I took an ibuprofen, it went away, and it never came back. I took a hot shower, my arm felt great. Still hurts, not as bad as it did yesterday, but this evening, randomly, out of the blue, diarrhea started. And I have been running back and forth to the bathroom twice so far. And when I say when it starts, you don't want to go nowhere because, and I feel terrible for saying this, but it's bad. It is bad. Now that's a new thing that I never had before with either the first or second shot. I know, things are to be expected, so I don't know if this is going to continue through the night or not, but I have a couple of bottles of water in the fridge. I was drinking hot tea yesterday, coffee, water, I had a soda. I really didn't have much of an appetite today, so I finally ate like a burger and I'm going to have some soup. But mostly I'm just going to be drinking liquids because I don't have a big appetite like normally I do lately. I think it's just being here in the South. I seriously do. That I think about food. When you're around good cooks, it's hard not to think of, food. And so many good restaurants around and everything, and some different groups that I joined. And like, oh my gosh, you go on Facebook and Instagram and all this good food is waiting for you, and it's like, oh my word. So yeah, it's hard to not think about food. But today I really didn't have an appetite. And that's not me since I've been here. Oddly enough, I did lose weight, but I think I actually eat more. So I don't know how that's working out. But it is, and I'm not complaining. So I don't have chills or anything, but I'm definitely going to keep drinking liquids tonight until I go to bed, just because I don't want to wind up dehydrated. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I am just saying, yeah, this is what I'm experiencing with the booster, the Pfizer booster that I got from CVS. I'm feeling better, so I mean, hoping it was just an isolated, incident this evening or two. I hope it's not like running the course tonight that just when I get comfortable, I have to keep running to the bathroom because I am not going to be very happy, you know. Um, it, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. The world is just crazy, guys. And, I don't know, but I am going to finish my soup before it gets cold, so take care, guys. And, hey, give this video a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell for all, so you are notified every time I upload a new video. Be safe, have a great evening, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye. Now, in this part of the video, I'm explaining to you what I'm still feeling 2.5 days after getting the booster. For starters, my arm doesn't hurt, only the injection site and the muscle around it. That is still somewhat tender. My arm was itchy earlier, and I scratched it very lightly, and it hurt. I'm also noticing this time around that my underarm is swollen. And I was talking to my cousin today, and I asked her if she had gotten the booster. She got hers several weeks ago. And her experience, I think, was rougher than mine. She had 101.7 temperature for 24 hours. She had horrible diarrhea, bad for a whole day. She said that she didn't eat for like almost 36 hours. She had no appetite. And she had said that swelling like under my arm is the lymph nodes, which is normal because I do remember reading something online about women, mammograms, and having to stretch out mammogram appointments several weeks after getting a shot because it can interfere with a mammogram reading because of the swollen lymph nodes from the vaccine. But my cousin had a very unusual experience, so much so she's actually going to an eye doctor. Hours after she got the shot, she said her right eye, bottom of her right eye, more like the peripheral vision, she seen what she called a neon pulse. And apparently in a 2-week period, this happened several times while she was driving. And it upset her enough that she made an appointment with her eye doctor to go get her eyes rechecked. Now, mind you, she had been at the eye doctor probably almost 2 months prior, a yearly eye checkup, and she said everything was fine. So she really strongly feels that this is tied in with the booster somehow, some way. And she hasn't been driving as much till she gets her eyes checked because she said that it's happened at night. And, she doesn't feel comfortable then like driving at night. So, yeah, that is interesting. I haven't heard of anyone having this particular type of experience, but if you have, let me know in the comment section below. Because that was the first I had ever heard of anything like that. Now, my energy level still is not 100%. I want to say I'm at like maybe 85, 90. I don't know. I'm just feeling different this time around than I did with the first two. Not necessarily saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it definitely does feel different. Like it's been different with each shot. As I said in my other videos, guys, the choice to get the vaccination or to not be vaccinated is something that each person has to decide for themselves. If you do decide to be vaccinated, research your options, reliable sources of information, scientific, medical, not Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. Talk with your doctor, your level of risk, many things to consider, and which would be the best option for you. And for the folks who choose not to get vaccinated, some honestly are just fearful because it originally, was an experimental drug. And I completely understand that. I didn't run right out and get it when it first became available. I sat back and wanted to see if there was allergic reactions and side effects and things with it. That's completely understandable. I mean, I think everybody in the world at first, was and felt that way. Um, the few odd ones out there that talk about microchips and everything, like, okay, they're the exception. They're, thank goodness, not the majority of people. And some folks, were only able to get partially vaccinated, had a really severe reaction, can't do it, and I feel bad for them. That they can't, continue with it, and it really leaves them vulnerable. Um, I don't know. I will just be happy when this nightmare is finally ended and you don't hear about shots and vaccines and all this other thing, and that maybe the world would be somewhat a little more normal. Life would be a little bit more normal. Um, Unfortunately, though, I guess a part of me thinks too that there's going to be some form of COVID to stay, and it's probably going to turn into something like the yearly flu, which incidentally, Monday I'm going for my flu shot. And they had said I could actually get both of them together, but I'm really glad I didn't because my arm is killing me with just one. And no, so I'm glad I, spaced that out for several days. Um, so I mean, yeah, I'm just sharing my experience. Let me know, if you've had any similar experiences and what one you got. Um, I'm hoping in a day or two to really feel, myself. I'm getting there. Like I said, I don't feel sick, but it's just that this time around, my energy, I just don't have the energy. Like I feel like I could just lay in bed and do nothing and I'd be fine, which is kind of sad because that's not really me unless I honestly don't feel good. So yeah, we'll see. We will see.